I'm Betsy Chapin, and my husband Tom and I moved here at the last week of November last year, and we came from Richmond, Virginia. And while we were there, I was a nurse at a 90-bed juvenile jail for the last 12 years. And anyhow, I had experienced some burnout, and when I first got here, I really wasn't looking for a job. And during that time is when we were doing our church shopping, and we came to RCC, and we got connected with Mitch and Renee's small group, and it was just a great experience for us to feel connected in a big body of believers, but to have some close-knit relationships.
Yeah.
And a few months ago, I finally decided it was time to start finding that job again, and I started doing applications in the Raleigh area. And of course, I was kind of choosing the things that sounded interesting to me, and I wasn't really putting God into it. I was thinking about the hours and the type of job, and not so much about what the Lord wanted. But I really met resistance. I wasn't getting any kind of calls back, and I'm a nurse with 30 years of experience, which is pretty much unheard of to get no calls back. And I just started wondering, Lord, what are you doing? And then I realized that a lot of it was me, and a lot of it was my not submitting to what His plan was. And in the meantime, our small group connected to do our Love Our City outreach, and they were going to go to the Gateway Center downtown. And so when we went on September 15th, we went to clean and do landscape and plant flowers and just experience, be the hands and feet of Christ. And the director there, she met us and she gave us a tour and she told us about their mission. And during that time, she also mentioned that they were looking for a nurse. So I later spoke to her and said that I was a nurse looking for employment. And so it ends up that she was going to be interviewing on Monday, and she asked if I could come Monday, which was just 2 days later. And so I went for the interview, and then I was actually offered the job that afternoon. And since then, I've already started. I started last week, and it's just an amazing, amazing story. And when she interviewed me, I just was so awed by what God did and by how He had been so involved in each little step, and how I had been so unaware of His involvement because I just wasn't hearing and I wasn't seeing. And so I just really want to offer encouragement to those of you who might be struggling with that right now, that if you're in a season of waiting, if you're in a season of unknowing, if you're in a season of not having the provision you need or the things that you think you need, I just want you to know that God is in all of it, and that He is moving, and that He has to make the way, and that sometimes these things take longer than we want, and sometimes we also have to realize that there's a part in us that has to be opened up, submitted, let down to receive what He needs us to do so that He can place us where He needs us to be placed. Yeah. And so I'm just really excited about what He's done, and I'm really excited about the part of my Christian background that I'm going to get to use day in and day out in this ministry, because it's a great blend of my nursing skills and to be a faithful witness for Christ. To be able to speak to women who are contemplating abortion, and to be able to say why life is a better choice, and to be able to do an ultrasound and present them with that choice. And just, I'm so excited about what God's doing.
That's awesome.
Give me courage to